Alright, so this is going to be something different. I haven't posted in this channel for a long time now, but I want to talk about why, I still play Halo. And I think, Hidden Xperia just made a video that he thinks Halo might come back. And I have been here playing Halo Infinite almost every day. And I'm gonna try to explain myself why I still play Halo, right? So I think the first reason is going to be the armor sets. Now, what really bumps me out with Halo Infinite is that I can't play as the Master Chief, and I also can't play as the Mark IV Spartans from Halo Wars 2. I really think that armor set is just extremely glorious, and I know they don't want to edit because they know it would bring a lot of people back, but please just edit 343. I don't understand why you held that back. But I'm waiting for that, and once that comes out, I'm gonna quit university, and I'm just gonna play Halo for the next 5 years until I die. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think the armor sets is the #1 reason why I am still playing Halo. I just think this is the best armor set in basically every universe. Marvel has Iron Man. I don't even think that compares to these armors. And Batman has pretty good armor, but there's just something about being in a full suit of armor. In the lore it's almost indestructible, but obviously in Halo Infinite, if you just get shot in the head with a sidekick, you die. But in-game lore aside, there's something about the fantasy of being in a nearly indestructible armor, being extremely strong and all that. Obviously, the Rakshasa armor really doesn't hit. Chimera just looks like some random sci-fi armor. And hazmat suit, I can get in a hazmat suit right now. I don't need to be in Halo, right? So those three armors really don't hit. They really need to add the Mark IV from Halo Wars 2. And once they add that, I'm sure, well, I'm not sure if people will come back, but I think definitely some people will come back. And Halo Infinite being free, at least the multiplayer side of things, makes it really easy for people to come back, and makes it really easy for them to gain players. Now I do some stock market stuff, so their customer acquisition is basically zero because Halo Infinite multiplayer is free, right? Sorry. So yeah, that is the first reason, Halo Infinite multiplayer being free, and the first reason is that the armor sets are just incredible. And obviously my favorite is the SPI. Hopefully this isn't too boring. Maybe I'll put some gameplay in the background, but right now the SPI or Mirage IIC is my favorite armor set. And I think this comes as a surprise because it's not one of the armor sets that came in the past. That is the Mark V. But I feel like they lock a lot of stuff behind paywalls for the Mark V, so that isn't my favorite right now. And the Mark 7 is good. I think this is my main setup for the Marks. No, this is the Mark 7, right? And yeah, it looks good. It definitely looks very aesthetically pleasing. It's not over designed like the Halo 4 and 5 armors. Although I do really like Locke's armor in Halo 5. I did not get to play Halo 5 though, because Halo 5 was a Xbox only game, and at that time I didn't really buy an Xbox One or an Xbox Series. The computers just made more sense to me because it's just it's just more multi-purpose. and I just didn't want to spend money on the Xbox. So unfortunately, Xbox is done, and I think that's another reason why a PC Halo is extremely beneficial for the franchise. So next up we have the weapons here, and first up we have the classic MA5, which is the assault rifle, and this also comes as a surprise to me because I started Halo when Halo 2 came out. My uncle bought me the Xbox, the first generation Xbox, and it came with Halo 2 at that time, and that was the first gaming experience that I had. And unfortunately, that turned me down to a road to gaming addiction, and I obviously suffered, some points of my life. And gaming did help me, and gaming did harm me, and I'm not blaming anyone. It's just things shit happen, right? But Halo 2 did not have the assault rifle. The assault rifle came out in Halo 1, and it just goes to show how good of a design the MA5 is, and how fun it is to shoot. I mean, when I'm in game and I'm shooting the MA5B, even if I don't hit anything, it just feels extremely fun. And that is just one thing that I don't get out of other games. Now, I did try Call of Duty and all that, but I really think this design, the what do you call it, the visual design and the sound design is very good, even though I can't hit shit. But that is just the first gun, and the MK50, right, a new gun in Halo Infinite. It's pretty good. It's a mix of the Halo 2 pistol and the damage of the Halo 1 pistol, and it's really a sort of new thing in the game in Halo, and it really de-sci-fi's Halo, I feel like, but it works. It's a very fun gun to shoot. So next up we have the BR75 battle rifle, which came out in Halo 2, and once again, this is one of the most fun guns to shoot. Halo doesn't have a selector switch, so you can't switch from single shot to full auto, and I think that is one good point of Halo as well. It differentiates the gun. In, let's say, Rainbow Six, you can switch most of the guns to single, right? But no one ever does that, and if you get locked in, it's fair, and it's way more fun to just have a 3-round burst, right? Next up we have the VK78. Definitely a hit or miss. It does work in game, but I feel like the spread on this is very high, and some people love it, some people don't. It definitely takes more skill to use, but once you actually get it down, I think it's possible to have fun with it. Next up we have the M41 Spanker. I mean, what's there to say of it? It's the Spanker, and it's a very, very destructive weapon, and it's also extremely fun. I shot down so many vehicles with this, and you definitely want to shoot from a high place with this gun, and it really works. So next up we have the S7 Sniper. Definitely takes more skill. I know in the beginning when the game just released, there were some issues with the S7 Sniper that made it hard to hit stuff with it. I'm not sure if they fix it, but I definitely learned to use it over time. I'm not the best sniper in the world, but this is a classic gun, right? It really bumps me out that there's only 4 shots in this, but that just makes it fair. And to be honest, I get killed so many times, but it doesn't matter, right? Let's see, the Bulldog, which is a new gun. It's a pump action mag-fed shotgun, which once again, a lot of Halo truists in the beginning did not like the gun, and I do think this isn't necessarily the best gun, the best shotgun. It is new. Now, I haven't really seen this in many video games. I have not seen a pump action MagFat shotgun in many games. So this is a new thing they are trying, and I think it works in some aspects. But I would say they probably need to maybe down the spread a little bit to make it more effective. I think the recoil is fine. And yeah, that is the shotgun. Next up, we have the Hydra. Hydra, let's see here. It's definitely good for, you know, taking down vehicles. I don't get a lot of chances to use this. But one thing I will say about the game though, if there is going to be air vehicles in the matchmaking, whenever there is an air vehicle, we definitely need at least one Hydra, because the vehicles are extremely annoying sometimes. And next up, we have the M392 Bandits. So this is, oh god, I forgot the name. The DMR in Halo Reach. And I didn't really like that it did not have a scope in the beginning, but I got used to it, and it's pretty fun to use right now. You know, I can kill enemies in about 5 shots or 7 if I don't hit the hit, and yeah, it's a fun gun to use. So overall, you know, the sandbox, I have nothing bad to say about the sandbox, right? Okay, maybe the VK needs some improvement, but overall, you know, it's a very, very fun sandbox. So those are the weapons. You know, let's move on to the vehicles, right? First up, we have the Warthog. Now, I definitely don't enjoy driving as much as I, you know, enjoy shooting. But the Warthog is one of those classic vehicles. It's been in every game. And, you know, I think the chain gun is a little bit weak. And it's very prone to getting, you know, being shot in the chain gun. So maybe an armored variant would be more fun here. But then again, you know, the vehicles are just so overpowered in this game that would probably kill, you know, the balance. But maybe we could have a, you know, up armored Warthog in maybe the campaign or something. Obviously, one downside to the game is that they stopped working on the campaign, and I think that's really unfortunate, because I did start off playing the campaign. When I got Halo 2, I did not have internet access for my Xbox, and I didn't have Xbox Gold, and you know, I wasn't able to play Halo 2 multiplayer at that time. Now, obviously, when MCC came out on the PC, I got to play the multiplayer for Halo 2. But okay, I lost track there. What was I gonna say? Okay, I'm just gonna move on. So next up, we have the M290 Mongoose. I think this is more of a transport vehicle than a offensive vehicle, which obviously, you know, in a sandbox you would want more variety, and I think this adds a little bit of, you know, spice to the game. It's definitely not the most useful you know, vehicle, but if you have team coordination, this can really help you secure flags. And you know, this is a, you know, one of I would say it's not a good vehicle, but is a effective vehicle if you can use it properly. So okay, next up we have the Scorpion. This is the one of the most fun vehicles. Obviously, the Scorpion is fun if you're in the driver position, but it's not exactly as fun in the gunner position. And you know, with the enhanced mobility of Halo Infinite, it really suffers from, you know, that grapple jack, and you can really destroy a Scorpion very fast. But you know, once again, if you are playing against a team with no coordination, you are just gonna destroy, you know, their entire team, and just getting one Scorpion can win you the game, right? So once again, that is, you know, one good thing about the sandbox, is that it's just it's so fun that even though the Scorpion can be countered very easily, it just doesn't ruin the game, right? I mean, if someone kills me in the driver's seat, it's fair game. You know, my team didn't do a good job of protecting me, and I might not be in the great position for the grapple jack to hit me, right? So, you know, that's just one thing in Halo Infinite that is very important. Now, the Wasp is a little bit of a son of a bitch. Once again, flying vehicles, whenever there is one, they definitely need to add a Hydra somewhere. And, you know, obviously when they do that, someone who is the Hydra is not going to aim the fucking Wasp, and it's just going to kill everybody. But one thing about the Wasp is that it's very thin, so whenever it's shooting at you, it's hard to shoot back as compared to the Banshee, who's a little bit more fat. You know, I think the Wasp is a little bit harder to shoot down. Now, obviously, the Wasp isn't as mobile as the Banshees, but I think, you know, a lot of players in Halo Infinite find it hard to shoot down a Wasp, especially if you're on the controller here. So I think the Wasp does have a overpowered factor to it. Maybe they need to decrease the health, although I seem to get killed every like 5 minutes in this thing. So yeah, that is the Wasp. And next up is the Razorback, which honestly I haven't used in a very long while. I think this vehicle really lost its luster because Halo Infinite players have zero coordination, right? It's not Rainbow Six Siege. Nobody really teams up in Halo Infinite, and I think that's really unfortunate because, you know, if you have 5 people on a Razorback and it doesn't get shot down by the skewer, right? It can really wreck another team. But unfortunately, Halo Infinite players just don't have the coordination, and I think that really ruined this vehicle. I don't think they knew how players played the game when they made this vehicle. So next up, we have the M290 Mongoose, which is the Gun Goose. And, you know, this is more of a solo vehicle. It's sort of a UNSC Ghost in a way. And, you know, it's more fun to use than the Mongoose, but I do think people use it more offensively than to secure flags, which this is more suited to securing flags just like the Mongoose, but you just have guns on both sides. So you have one on the driver's seat and one on the passenger seat. But, you know, once again, Halo players have zero coordination, and I feel like this isn't used as well as a lot of other vehicles. Next up, we have the Rocket Hawk. This is, you know, one of the vehicles that ruins a lot of people's syncs in the game. So, you know, there is a major issue in the Halo Infinite game where there is a desync problem, and that causes people to sort of get desynced whenever they get hit by this Rocket Hawk. So, you know, sometimes you don't even know where you are, you get sort of discombobulated by this, although it's not intentional. And you know, it's just one problem in the game. But overall, I think it's fun to use. I think whatever I said about the original Warthog can be used on this Rocket Hawk. And, you know, the turret definitely works on air vehicles, but it does have some skill to use. And I'm not necessarily sure how well controller players can use this. One thing I would say though, you know, I can't customize the Wraith here, but the Wraith really sucks on controller. I did try it. I don't play on controller a lot, but the Wraith sucks on controller, and I think they need to fix that. It feels like there's some added latency when I use the controller, but the Wraith I think really was suited for the mouse and keyboard. I think a lot of these are, in fact, Halo plays better on mouse and keyboard than it does on controller. So that is a pretty weird thing here. So I have a controller here. Hopefully you can hear that. And wow, this controller is really dusty. I haven't used this in years. No, not years, months. I think I really need to pick up the controller again. Maybe I'll play the gameplay in controller, but maybe not. I don't want the gameplay to be too bad. So yeah, hopefully that sums up my why I still continue to play Halo. I'm not sure if anyone gives a shit, but I am starting this YouTube whatever thing because I'm in university and I'm bored. And you know, Halo players don't get girlfriends, so maybe you'll see me more on this channel more often. So yeah, hopefully I'll film some gameplay after this, and I'll find a way to splice it in. I definitely need to do some split screen here, but as always, guys, thank you for watching. I know I say as always, but this is the first time you guys have heard me on this channel. But you know, I do have a second channel, or first channel, and I do some stock trading there. It's called Technical Trader Wong. And if you want to do, you know, I'm not selling anything on my stocks channel. I'm not even monetized, so I'm just doing all this shit for free because I'm an idiot. And you know, if you're interested, go ahead and sign up and like and subscribe. Have a nice day out there. Continue playing Halo. Hopefully they make more improvements to the game. Hopefully they make a new campaign. Hopefully they give Mark IV to us. And I'll continue to stay single forever if that happens. And yeah, that's it.